Hi everyone, it's Denisha again, back with our articulation series, and this is part 3. We will be talking about velar sounds, okay? So before we get started, I just wanted to show you a little thing that just gives you intelligibility that we expect from different ages, okay? So how you understand others. So when they're 18 months, we're expecting them to be 25% intelligible, you being able to understand what they say, 25% of what they say. By the age of 24 months, 50 to 75% intelligible. 36 months, we want 75 to 100% intelligibility. Okay, and then intelligibility to unfamiliar listeners. So that's 2 years, 50% intelligible. 3 years old, 75% intelligible. And 4 years old, we want them to be 100% intelligible. Once again, of course, every child is different. Every child has different things going on developmental wise. So just don't be alarmed if that's not happening. But that's just the expected normal range that we look for. Okay, so now let's get started with our velar sounds. Our velar sounds are the K, K sound and the G, G sound. Okay, so that is caused by the retraction of your tongue and coming from the back of your mouth. Okay, so it's going to be the back of the tongue where it's going to go up and meet with the top. Okay, so it's going to make a K and a G. So it's almost like the tongue is meeting the top of your mouth, the top roof, which we will call the soft palate or the velum. And it's going to go K and G. So back to voice and voiceless. One will vibrate through your throat and the other one will not. So the voiceless is the K. So it's K, K, K. And then the G sound will vibrate G, G, G. Okay, so make sure you can, one thing you can do is actually touch the throat, of course, again, to feel the vibration. G, G, G. Once we have the K and G sounds and the kids are trying to make them, we do have a phonological process called fronting. So what that means is we have kids that should be producing the K and the G sound, but instead they're producing a T and a D sound, okay? So instead of the K sound coming from here, they're doing T. So as in car, they're supposed to say the word car, they're saying tar. So fronting means it's coming from the front of the mouth when it should be coming from the back, okay? So you may hear kids say, oh, let's go get in the tar. And you are thinking, did you mean car? And they're like, yes, that's what I said. Okay, so these are instances where we call it a phonological process that is happening. And then the G, they will produce the D sound. So they'll do D, okay? Instead of G, they're D. So if you want them to say, oh, you did a good job, and they'll say, oh, you did a good job. Okay, so then that's what's happening is they're fronting. They're coming out of the front of their mouth instead of the back. Okay, so to help with the K and the G sound, I have a few tools for us. So let's get started. Okay, if they're producing their phonological process of fronting and they're doing the T's and the D's from the front, a good thing you can do is back to our straw. Okay, you can take the straw and just push down the tip of their tongue. Okay, and so as you want them to say car instead of tar, it's going to help them retract and stay back here. Okay, so I'm going to say car instead of tar. Car. Car. If I let it go and just let them talk and they say, oh, the tar, let's get in the tar. Now I'm going to hold it down. Let's get in the car. It's forcing them to produce it in the back. Okay. If I want them to say, let's go and not let's do, I'm going to put this on their tongue. Let's do. Let's go. Okay, so practicing with a straw can help. You can have them put their finger on the tip of their tongue, car, car, okay. Another thing to do is to lay flat on their backs and have them produce it. So when you're laying down flat on your back, what it's causing is causing your tongue to retract. So it's causing it to go back instead of go forward. So it makes it a little bit easier to practice that, okay. Something else that you can do is to help them stimulate back there and figure out which place the velar sounds are coming from. You can take a glass of water and have them gargle, and they can feel that it's coming from back there. So, for example, that's helping them in the back. Okay? All right. So those are some things to help you with those velar sounds, the k and the g sound. So make sure that you check out the freebie that's listed below. We do have this game board for your velar sounds. Has different pictures that have the k and the g sound for them to practice, okay? One thing I want to show you is if you don't have a dice at home, remember there's an app for everything. So if you don't have a dice, big, small, then you can always use your app, okay? I have a dice roller simulator app. So what you would do is just push it, and it rolls and it stops on a number. And so I would have them go around the board. Okay, so I hope this helps this week, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you want to say you tried it and it was great, just leave a comment below, or anything else you tried that helped your child with the K or the G sound. Let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos in the series if you have not. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to see you next week. Bye.